making a run for the border. California drivers are heading south in increasingly greater numbers to fill up their tanks. The Mexican government has been keeping the price of gasoline artificially low by subsidizing it. That controls inflation in Mexico and makes Mexican gas much cheaper than gas in the USA. Now U.S. drivers can expect to save between 30 and 50% on their fuel bill every time they fill up. Mexicans differ on whether this is good or bad for their country.
It doesn't seem at all fair. It should be the opposite. If anything, they should pay an extra tax.
It's natural that they should do it. They are paying market prices, and gas is expensive all over the world.
So many Americans come to fill up their tanks that this man has created a business catering to them. He sells them additional gas tanks so they can bring extra liters of Mexican fuel back to California.
It's really hard to get cheap gas, and a lot of people can find that cheap gas can be found in other places, like across the border. Different parts of the county is cheaper than other parts, so a lot of people want to be able to go get that fuel and bring it back in a mass quantity.
In the coming months, the Mexican government plans to begin gradually reducing the amount it spends on gasoline subsidies, now billions of dollars a year. And it's taking measures to deter sales of subsidized fuel to U.S. customers.
Demand for fuel is high, but the supply is insufficient. That's because the Mexican government is deliberately limiting the amount of fuel it's sending to cities along the border with the United States.
That's created some fuel shortages in Mexico, especially diesel. But that doesn't prevent this man from continuing to purchase his gas here in Tijuana.
Part of the reason I bought a bike is because of the gas prices. It cost me, maybe $15 to fill it up down here, as opposed to a car, $60, $70, $80, up to $100 in the States, depending on the size of your tank.
And he even gets his change back in dollars. He says it's enough to keep him coming back for gas on this side of the border for some time to come. Franc, Contreras, Al Jazeera, Tijuana, Mexico.